Alright, so I've cleared out the rest of the enemies. I'm just going to take out this last group. I lowered the difficulty just because it's like, you know what? I feel like it's going to be necessary for this mod. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of ridiculous. The whole group that I'm fighting, it's essentially just ebony guys. Which, I don't know. I feel like if the rest of the mod is literally just the ebony dudes, is going to suck ass. This is probably one of those mods that works really well if you use just like god weapons and stuff. And it's like, oh, this is great because it's like, it's just, I have god weapons and they all just die like super fast and it's real easy that way. But like, so I lowered the difficulty and they're still, I mean, here's the thing. They're gonna be tanky no matter what because ebony armor. Everyone using ebony armor though is kind of ridiculous. And like I said, yes, it's very, I mean, it would be easier if I had played the game properly. And it sounds like a weird complaint. It's like, well, I don't have time to play Skyrim properly. I only have time to cheat. I had to cheat so I could set up a character. I'm sure there's like game saves I could like download from the Nexus, because I know that was a big thing with Fallout 4. That was mostly for character presets, though. How many more people do we have? I think it's just these two guys, fortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the difficulty lowered for this. Just because, you know, ebony armor. I don't know, it just seems like a weird sort of like oversight almost of like, oh yeah, no. Let me just put people in ebony armor, one of the stronger armors in the game. Everyone in the mod, every enemy you're gonna fight, that's what they're wearing. It's fine, no problem whatsoever. I don't know, it just seems like an odd decision to me. And like I said, I don't want to be too critical. But these are things that I'm just like, I don't know why. Door's jammed. Well, fuck you too, game. Is there a back? Oh, there is a back door, isn't there? Kasha, where's the back door?
Shoot! They blocked the front door of my house. We need to find Walsh and see if he has something that can get us through.
I guess we can't save your dad first, then. Wait, they blocked the front door, but... Oh, fuck, never mind. Requires a key. Alright, which one is... I don't know where Walsh lives. Would he be... Oh, no, this would be his house, wouldn't it? The second nicest house in the town? Town hall. Maybe not. Oh, no, I thought I was done with you people. Thought we were done with this. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with lower difficulty because I mean, yeah, it's easier, and that right now, frankly, that seems a lot better. Right now, that seems much more preferable if I'm gonna be fighting just these assholes. Hey, Walsh. You're free now. Help me get into Pender's house.
Gods, couldn't you have come any sooner?
Shut the fuck up.
We sure got ourselves into one hell of a mess. Please, tell me that it's over.
Probably not, no. Town's still under attack? Yep, town's still under attack.
Damn. Are the citizens safe?
No, I haven't been able to free any of them yet.
I am concerned for their safety. But if they're taking hostages, then we must assume that they will be spared for a while longer. And, Marcus?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm here. I'm about to head over there right now.
They should let you stroll right in.
What?
I overheard the guards talking. Apparently, Bosca is waiting either for you two or a siren.
Wait, what?
Whatever that is.
What? No, Bosca, the courier... Oh. I was right. The courier, I didn't trust him. Bosca, the courier that sent to our camp, said he was killed. No surprise that he's the one behind all of this.
We should have seen it coming. If only we hadn't been so lenient after he tried smuggling in weapons. We were completely caught by surprise. We gave Christie and the orcs weapons to defend the town. But Bosca took them out, silently, before any of us realized what had happened. By then, his men had already stormed through the entrance.
I probably should have told him about the courier.
We were subdued in a matter of minutes.
Probably should have told him about the courier.
I can't speak for anyone else, but the men that captured me weren't as rough as you might imagine.
Wink.
I'm getting the impression that they're only here for Marcus.
You're right, he's the only one they want.
Well, let's allow Marcus to explain himself once he's free. If you're going to save him, then you might want to leave Kasia here.
Wait, but you need to tell me how to get into the house.
Don't even think about telling me to stay here. I'm going with you whether you like it or not.
Okay, that's all the convincing I need. I wasn't going to ask.
Good. Now let's get out of here and save my father.
What if her... No, okay, I was gonna say, what if her dad dies? No, her dad's definitely gonna die. She's gonna watch her dad get murdered. That's what's gonna happen. Oh. Alright, let's go into the tower then. I see someone tied up. There's gonna be enemies in every house, aren't there? It's not enough that they were stationed outside the house, they have to be in the houses too, which makes sense. It actually makes a lot of sense. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, good, she said thank you. I was gonna... If she didn't say thank you, I would have been a little annoyed. I like that there's just peaceful music playing in the background as I do this. Hi there, everyone.
Father!
That's close enough.
Kasia, thank the gods you're alive.
And what do you know? The Guardian lives as well.
Hello.
Excellent work, Jax. Your experience as a bard finally paid off. This idiot walked right into our trap.
I mean, I kind of figured it was a trap.
Kasia, you shouldn't have come. They were only keeping me alive so that they could get to you.
I knew it.
Exactly. Now that the family's been reunited, it's time to end this once and for all. My orders are to take the girl alive. As for you, Marcus, you already know your fate.
Oh, I called it. She's gonna watch him die.
No. How much gold will it take to buy your mercy? Whatever you do, do not hurt my daughter.
Gold. We may be mercenaries, but our allegiance with Project Purity goes beyond such pettiness. This is about saving the world. This is about killing the man responsible for Serenity's sirens. Your unbridled expansion has not gone unnoticed. It was just a matter of when we should eradicate your despicable band of whores. What better time than now? The chaos that blankets this province will drown out the screams of your dying legacy.
You will never find them.
Do you recognize this sword? Elegant. Mystical. It's one of a kind.
Is it one of a
What?
kind?
That means...
Fourth Bazarath has fallen. The wall has been painted red with the blood of your sirens.
Damn you! Damn all of you!
He doesn't sound that upset, honestly.
Bosca, stop. Don't do this.
Kasia, listen. I love you. Your mother, she's alive.
What?
She's...
Rest in peace, old man.
The timing could have been done
May
better
you
on
find
that.
redemption in Sovereign Guard.
It's just one of those
Deal
things
with
where in
them.
Skyrim.
Restrain the girl. Kill the Guardian.
Oh, alright.
I will gather the rest of our brothers and prepare a retreat.
It's one of those things where just... It's not the mod author's fault, it's just timing in Skyrim in general is weird.
With pleasure, Commando.
He's the courier, you see? This is... Oh, okay. Alright. So it's just one of those things where it's like... Oh! Oh no! Oh boy. Oh, okay, that's not good. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna die. Let's just get my health up so that while they wail on me. Yep, nope, this is great. Great, it's real great. Oh, am I close to death? No, I'm not. Alright, thank God. You see, if I hadn't lowered the difficulty, I'd have died already. As Kasia stands there in the little corner. With her fucking hands up, just being like, I can fight too, but I can't.
I will destroy you.
It's just one of those things where, like, the timing in Skyrim's not great, so, like, there's so much of a... There's so much padding between he finishes his line and the action takes place. So you just have this thing of, like, 3 seconds where it's just like, your mother's alive, she's... And then you wait, and you wait for the action to take place. And it's not the mod author's fault, it's just Skyrim. Hi.
No, this can't be happening. Not like this. Dad, so sorry.
He can't hear you. He's dead, sweetheart. This wasn't your fault, Kasha, or I could just stand here like an asshole.
It was. I should have stayed back. Maybe then you could have stopped them before they... I wish I hadn't been so ungrateful.
Oh.
Now he's gone and I can't say that I forgive him.
Marcus was more understanding than you believe. Nothing to be sorry about.
He was, wasn't he? All those years he understood how I felt. Now, in the end, I finally understand why he protected me. It was because he loved me.
Marcus mentioned your mother.
I don't know what to say. My mother? Alive? Why would my father keep something like that a secret?
She's a whore. She's one of the whores. Your mom's
And
a
there's
whore.
these Serenity Sirens that Bosca mentioned. Could they be related to her in some way?
Your mom's a whore. How much you want to bet? Anything important that your father may have left behind? Notes? Journals?
Not that I know of. I cleaned this house thoroughly. If there was anything that may have documented his secrets, then he'd have to have kept it hidden pretty well. Father always spent most of his time in the study room. Maybe there's something in there that could give us some clues.
I'll go search.
Okay. I need to be alone.
No, I know. Right. Oh, I did think the Gray Fox... that was a little odd. History of the Pender family. History of the Pender family by Mester Pender and Marcus Pender. Who's Mester? May this book serve as a record of our family's history. May there be addendums for generations to come as our family preserves and grows, and most importantly, may it serve as a reminder of all that we have fought for. Mester Pender, 4th Era, year 145. Our family can trace back its roots to the 3rd Era, year 405. All history prior to that year has been lost through the passage of time. In the 3rd Era, year 405, 3rd Era, year 405 is significant as it marks the birth of Stacy Pender in a small village in Valenwood. Her younger sister Lucy would be born several years later. Little is known about their parents aside from the fact that they were killed by bandits in the 3rd Era, year 430. The two sisters became orphans and were believed to have sought work shortly after in elsewhere. The following pages will chronicle our immediate family members, beginning with the eldest to the youngest. Beneath the entries of each immediate family member, their spouse, if they had one, will also receive an entry. Out of precaution, I ask that all future authors refrain from writing in detail about the Ascended One. May his history only be told to those within our family through oral narration. I also ask that there be no in-depth descriptions of the holy matrons. May beloved Faustina forever herself bless he or she who is worthy enough to know of their existence. Stacy Pender, 1st generation, birth Valenwood, death elsewhere, 405 to 4th Era, year 36, 64 years. Stacy was born and raised in Valenwood along with her sister Lucy. After the parents were murdered by bandits, they found work at an inn in elsewhere. This inn was owned by the Argonian named Desan. That's the guy, that's the bad guy, an enemy who nearly destroyed our family through his alliance with Project Purity. Stacy was corrupted by Purity's Eurosap and became easy prey for Desan, who abducted her to perform unspeakable acts at his palace in the West Weald. Sorry, burped a little. Thankfully, the champion Cyrodiil rescued her from Desan's clutches, and she was then reunited with her sibling at the champion's house in Coral. I will say that the text is really tiny, so I'm like really getting in to read this. Stacy worked as a maid for the champion for several more years before she gave birth to twin daughters, Valentina and Serenity. Serenity Sirens! Oh, there you go. Their father was the Ascended One. Wait, who is the father? We don't know who the father is, that's the thing. Shortly after giving birth, Stacy returned by herself to work at an old elsewhere inn. There she would spend the rest of her days before passing away in 3rd Era, year 446. I can't read. Lucy Pender, 1st generation, birth Valenwood, death Cyrodiil. Oh, Jesus, she lived for 97 years. Lucy was Stacy's younger sister and as much shared a common history up until Stacy was kidnapped by Desan. After the incident, Lucy found help in Coral. The champion of Cyrodiil agreed to rescue Stacy and reunite her with Lucy. Together, Rian, Lucy and Stacy, not Lacey and Stacy, worked under the champion's service in the Coral House for a few years until Stacy left with her newborn daughters to return to the inn in Elsewhere. Soon after, the Ascended One also blessed Lucy with her own child. Wait a second. Who's this Ascended One who's sleeping with both the sisters? That's weird. That's odd. I don't like this Ascended One now. All right. I don't like this. Upon the death of Stacy, Lucy took it upon herself to raise her nieces, Valentina and Serenity, and sell the Elsewhere inn. The family of four moved to Corinth, and hired a maid for their house. At this point in our family's history, Project Purity finally resurfaced after their almost 40-year dormancy since their first defeat at the hands of the champion of Cyrodiil. The maid was revealed to be a Purity spy and killed the young Serenity. Oh, so Serenity's sirens were named in honor of Serenity. The remaining Penders were banished from Elsewhere and forced to move into the old Pender house in Valenwood. I can't read. From the 4th Era, year 37, to 4th Era, year 59, Lucy helped raise an entire generation of our family that would witness the return of Project Purity. And on that year, 4th Era, year 59, the Valenwood house was destroyed by Purity, forcing Lucy and Martin to seek asylum on the island of Stirk. After re-establishing contact with the new generation, I can't read because it's really fucking tiny text, generation of Penders living in Anvil, Lucy enjoyed nearly 15 years of tranquility with her growing family. In year 75 of the 4th Era, nearing the end of her life, Lucy made the curious request to Martin that he should spend the last of her days alone in Coral. In the year 76 of the 4th Era proved to be a sad year for our family. Once again, Purity struck and killed 3 members of our family in Anvil. Near the end of the year, Lucy also passed away from old age in the comfort of the champion's home that had long since been abandoned. Serenity Pender died... Wait. They don't know when she was born? Okay. Serenity's date of birth is unknown, but her father was the Ascended One, and her mother was Stacy. It is believed that she was named after one of the holy matrons. She was born in Coral alongside her twin sister, Valentina. So they don't know Valentina's age either. After Stacy decided to return to... This is a long-ass book. Return to the Elsewhere Inn. The twins went along with her. When Stacy passed away due to natural causes, the twins would come under the care of their aunt, Lucy. They moved to Corinth, where they would live for about a year until Serenity was assassinated by a Project Purity agent posing as the family's maid. I know that because I already read the rest of the book. You don't need to re-explain that. Valentina. Wait. I thought she was... So they said they don't know Serenity Pender's age. So here's the thing. Wait a second, now I'm confused. I don't know if the math adds up, but I'm not going to do math in my head right now. Valentina was Serenity's twin sister and was also born in Coral. The two sisters shared a common history until the death of Serenity. At the point, Valentina, along with her aunt and cousin, moved to the old family home in Valenwood. Valentina soon met a Bosmer known as Nerodinaf. Valentina gave birth to a son, Jaeger Pender. I don't know why I can't read or speak. I am just losing my mind. Valentina would shortly thereafter move in with Nerodinaf. Suffering from the same fate as her sister, Valentina, along with her husband, were killed by Project Purity agents. Their son managed to escape. Nerodinaf, he wasn't really... I mean, he wasn't family, though. Oh, he's the spouse. Bosmer came from a respected family, long forgotten, husband of Valentina and the father of Jaeger. He was killed alongside his wife by Project Purity. Martin Pender, here we go. Martin Pender is the son of Lucy and the Ascended One. He was born in Coral sometime after the cousins Serenity and Valentina, credited as a true hero of the family and was the first to take up arms against Project Purity. Martin lived with Lucy for most of his life. After moving to Corinth, his cousin Serenity was killed by the Project Purity agents serving as a maid for the household. Martin unsuccessfully killed the agents, thus saving the family at the cost of them being banished out of Elsewhere. Why would you be banished for that? It's like, hey, yeah, you avenged your family. I mean, okay, fine. Avenging your family, maybe that's seen as... Wait a second. Did he kill the agent immediately, or did he seek him out? Because if he killed him immediately, it's like, oh, it's self-defense. If he sought him out, then I can see being banished. Not really banished. They would just throw him in jail. I've never been banished for... You don't get banished from Skyrim for killing people. They just throw you in jail. At the family home in Valenwood, Martin was contracted by one of the Holy Matrons. This matron would go on to bear their son, Master Pender. Oh, Master Pender! That's the guy who wrote the book. In the matron's land, Martin would remain in Valenwood and not see his son for many years. 2 years later, after the assassination of Valentina in Nerodinath, yeah, I don't know how to fucking say his name. Martin embarked on a crusade to elsewhere to destroy a Project Purity stronghold. His lone journey would span 3 years and against all odds would prove successful. However, his triumph would be short-lived. After returning to Valenwood, Project Purity retaliated by attacking the Pender house. Martin and Lucy barely escaped and found safe haven on the island of Stirk. There he reconnected with his long-lost nephew, Jaeger, who lived in nearby Anvil. In the Fourth Era, year 36, Martin was reunited with Messer for the first time in 10 years, as Messer was occupied with learning the ways of combat with the matrons. The two were soon separated once again. In Fourth Era, year 75, Lucy left Martin's side in order to spend the rest of her days alone in Coral. We already knew that. A year later, an attack on the Pender house in Anvil killed Jaeger and his family. Oh, everyone in his family's dying, Jesus! Before Martin could mount an offensive, he instead chose to stay by his mother's side in her final days. After Lucy's death, Martin learned of the palace in the West Weald, abandoned by that time. The palace would go on to serve as a base of operations for the mercenary group formed by Martin, known as the Cleansers. The sole purpose was to protect the family and destroy Project Purity. So we have Project Purity and the Cleansers. They both just sound like they're out to murder everyone. They sound oddly genocidal. I'm just gonna say that. Martin spent the rest of his life recruiting and training members. I can't read. In the Fourth Era, year 94, Martin passed away and left the group to be led by Mester, who had at last returned to Tamriel after spending years of training under the matrons. Where was he if he wasn't in Tamriel? Are you saying he went to Akavir? Jaeger Pender. Okay, we already know. He died. It's fine. Skip that. Callista spouse. Wait. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of scroll through this. This is going way too long. Faustina Pender, daughter of Jaeger, and Callista, orphan after 18 years. Nulian Pender, child born to Jaeger and Callista, dead. Cecile Joanna, spouse to Nulian. Lucia, daughter of Jaeger and... Wait, how many daughters do they have? Like 3? Alright, yeah. Corvus Pender, son of Nulian and Cecile. Adolin was the spouse of Corvus. Marcus Pender, hey, he died. Son of Corvus. Oh, okay, so that's how they're all related. I mean, I can just read this another time. This was way too long. This was absolutely way too long. Now let's read the letter to Kasha. Kasha, I've left your journal entry empty, seen as it is fitting for you to tell your own story through your words and not mine. By now, I've already told you all there is to know about our family that can't be expressed in writing. All of those secrets, lies, and ordeals I've forced you to accept will hopefully make sense to you. Placing such a large burden of knowledge on someone so young wouldn't have been easy, especially given your upbringing. I simply did not want you to be thrust into this world as quickly as I was. Our family has suffered too much to lay down the sword, and now I fear that our war with Project Purity has gone far beyond a petty rivalry that they initiated. Perhaps it was wrong for Martin to have founded the Cleanser so long ago out of revenge, but I dare not consider that we should dissolve Serenity's sirens now. Purity, in its current form, feels threatened by us. What happened to my father in the Black Marsh was a direct result of that fear, and that fear now threatens all of Tamriel. There is no doubt that they are working on a secret weapon. The Sirens have gathered enough information to prove that they are doing something, somewhere in Skyrim. Have they been waiting for the right moment to unleash their final attack? Are they waiting for us to reveal ourselves so they can eliminate the one force that has the capability to stop them? I do not know, but now I feel that our time of peace is coming to an end. Purity has remained dormant for far too long, and as history shows, they are bound to strike when least expected. The civil war that rages throughout the land is the perfect opportunity for them to strike. I only pray that we will be ready. Gosh, I sincerely hope this message finds you in good spirits. It is your 20th birthday, and I do not want you to feel afraid. Oh no, it's her birthday and her dad died. I promise that I will not involve you in this war, and I promise that I will be the last Pender to raise his sword against our enemy. Project Purity will be destroyed in my time, not yours. Well, guess what, Dad? You're dead. But now it is time for you to meet her. She's been waiting for a very long time. After all, we'll be waiting for you in the Euphoria Palace along with the rest of Serenity's sirens. Happy birthday. Oh. He was gonna tell her on her birthday. Oh, that's sad. That's real sad.
Have you found anything?
Take a look at this journal.
Interesting. This documents my entire family tree.
It's long.
Beginning with my twin ancestors you mentioned back at camp and ending with me. My page is blank. Wait, let me take a look at my father's. Yes, here it is. Serenity Sirens. My father was their leader, and they're based in Euphoria Palace.
The whores.
Can't believe it. Years of secrets finally revealed. Project Purity, the cleansers, things my father never told me. Can you keep this journal safe? I'd love to read it when I've calmed down.
There was also a note attached to the journal. Here, happy birthday. Oh, is it your birthday today or is it not yet? I don't know.
Oh? Let's see.
Happy birthday.
This was meant for my 20th birthday.
Not happy birthday then,
According
never
to what
mind.
he wrote, Dad was going to reveal everything to me on that day. And my mother. She's in Euphoria Palace. With the sirens.
With the whores. Want to go pay the palace a visit?
No, not yet. I need to think about this. Don't get me wrong, I want to see my mother, but... What am I getting myself into? What are you getting yourself into?
Who knows?
My father is dead because of Purity. Because he was the leader of the Sirens. What if I can end this war by staying away from this whole mess?
Hiding won't help if that journal is to be believed. Don't cower away like Marcus. You're dead dad. I'm really insulting you right now. Hiding won't help if that journal is to be believed.
You're right. But has Purity changed? Are they still hunting down my family because of the old grudges? Or because of the Sirens? We can't be sure.
I don't understand anything, to be fair.
Like I said,
Oh.
just give me time to think.
Well, there's Walsh. Hey, guy.
What a mess. Thank goodness you and Kasha are okay. I had a bad feeling that things were going to be much worse.
Did you save everyone else? They did. Marcus is dead and Bosca escaped.
Marcus was a good friend. It's a shame that he, a proponent of peace, had to die amidst such violence.
Not really proponent of peace.
Bosca and his men fled just a few minutes ago. I bet they didn't expect to see that many corpses when he walked out of his house. The orcs are taking care of the bodies, and the rest of the townspeople are safe and sound.
Okay, good.
Traumatized, but safe.
Okay, I like that. I will say I like that if I go to save Marcus first, because you rescue Walsh and everything, that he takes care of the other citizens. I like that. It just works very well with the flow of, like, storytelling, I guess. Well, I guess that's it then.
Not quite. I'd like to discuss some matters with you, in private. I'll meet you in my house. It's just down the pathway. Christy here will help Kasha clean up the mess and ensure Marcus's body is properly buried.
Alright, thank you. I guess I should go talk to him then. Can you stop staring at your dead dad? I know you're sad. It's fine.
I'll be fine. Go talk to Walsh.
I don't know if I would say fine. You keep crying. Can you stop crying for 2 seconds about your dead dad? Little insensitive of me. I know. Don't worry about it.